All right. It figures the moment that I come off the live stream, Amazon does this to me. What's up, guys? Welcome to Own the Chaos. Amazon just announced a 20-for-1 split, the moment we've been waiting for what seems like years, and I guess it probably has been. So here are the details here, because there's a lot of news going on with Amazon besides just the split. So I'm just reading this hot off the press. Amazon announced a 20-for-1 stock split, $10 billion buyback as well. Right now, the stock is up as of this recording around 6% after hours. So a monster move. It almost got back up over $3,000 per share. This is unbelievable. And I think that this is just getting started at this point. You know, we've been waiting for this moment for so long, and you can look at any social media platform, and this is what everybody has wanted from Amazon, and they're finally delivering. We're seeing split from Google as well. That's going to take effect into March. And for this one, it's going to take a little bit of time as well. Let's see here. Doesn't say when the split will go through, right? Parade of highly valued equities for one split. Oh, that was Apple. No other information. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. Where the split happens as of Wednesday's close. The cost of each share would go from $27.85 to $139. I'll say that. Okay. Now, if the split were to happen today, which is take where it closed at today at $27.85, that would bring the stock price down to $139.28. And it's important to note, this doesn't change Amazon in any way as far as the fundamental standpoint is concerned. It just makes it look more attractive on paper. It's much easier to someone's naked eye to buy a stock that's at $139 per share versus $2,700 per share. We saw this with Apple. We saw this with Tesla as well, and NVIDIA. And we've seen that more and more retail traders have come into it because it's much more affordable to them to participate in investing in these great companies. Okay. Now, as I'm recording this, the story is still developing, and I'm sure that we're going to be talking about it in tomorrow's stream. So make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe, and hit that notification bell, as I'll be live at 3:45 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow to discuss this even further. But I wanted to get this information out. I also want to share my screen with you guys real quick, just to kind of show you the chart and what the expectations could be for Amazon moving forward and where we think this might go. It might not be out. If you find it before I get done, just let me know. Yeah, and of course we got the fire engine.
Construction, fire engine.
Yeah. This always scares me. See how this says live up here in the corner? Always scares me, like I'm actually live, but then I finally have to double check over here and it says record only.
Contingent on a shareholder vote in the meeting on May 25th.
This is when it'll be finalized?
Yes.
Okay.
The company plans to execute the split on or about June 3rd.
Okay.
For shareholders on record of May 27th.
Okay. Okay, so this has been the daily chart for Amazon, and obviously you can see that it's been pretty ugly. I had a couple of areas marked on this for supports and resistance, and it's fallen through every support that I put on here. So it's a little bit difficult to try to determine where this is headed from here. However, there is a resistance up at $3,000 per share. No surprise to that. It's also one of those mental resistances. It's just a nice round hole number that people kind of get their heads wrapped around. It is interesting to note that it is also where the 50-day moving average is kind of moving towards as well. So again, as you can see, the stock is up 6.5% after hours. We can go to the 5-minute chart to kind of see this massive boner candle, and it makes a lot of sense. It came all the way up to 30.93. and that's where it stopped. Now it could go up to this and go beyond it after tomorrow, and more retail traders kind of move towards the idea or get excited about the idea of a split. But that's where it's at right now. It has to get up over that $3,000 mark before we start to see any more momentum on this. If not, if we get rejected, there is potential that it comes back to revisit these $2,800 marks. That being said, you look at the RSI and it's still down in the 30s. So the risk reward here to me is still quite good. And I think that this excitement surrounding around the $10 billion buyback as well could also get the stock moving. So it's not just the split here. I think that it's also going to be that buyback that could get Amazon rocking and rolling. Okay. And you said, what was it?
So which one? The meeting date or just whenever the plan?
Well, I'll say, but I won't give the meeting date, but just when the plan is.
Plan. The company plans to execute the split on or about June 3rd.
Okay. All right, cool. Now, of course, they have to go through a vote on this, but it seems as if that's probably going to be the likely scenario. It's very rare that they vote against doing a split, so that's probably going to continue. That's going to be a thing. The key here is that June 3rd will be the split date. It's a little bit further out, which is a little bit interesting because we're seeing this from Google as well, that it's pretty far out. When we got the split news from Tesla, Apple, and Nvidia, it was a much shorter time span. So it's a little bit of a different dynamic with these two, but nevertheless, this is great for Amazon. I think that the momentum should be good for it. And in particular, that buyback is going to be the big story, even though the split's going to be the headline. So let me know what you guys think about this. Are you finally excited for the split coming for Amazon? We're going to, like I said, talk about this more in tomorrow's stream. I hope to see you guys there. Let me know in the comments, and that's going to do it for me. I'll see you tomorrow.